signal drift override, breaking the line, cutting through the noise like a warning sign, riding on the pulse of a fierce design, lost inside the wave where the beats align. Kick drum storms in a rapid flare, patterns collide in a rhythmic snare, vocal slices echo in a sharpened sweep, carving through the night where the pulses leap. Breakdown softens like a distant hum, silence falling slow as the beats grow numb. Then the lift explodes with a blinding flash, pulling all the pieces back in the clash. Signal drift override, breaking the line, cutting through the noise like a warning sign, riding on the pulse of a fierce design, lost inside the wave where the beats align. Signal drift override, cutting through the noise like riding on the pulse, lost inside the wave where the beats align. Waveforms fade into scattered sparks, trailing softly through the lowering dark, but the signal waits in a buried tone, ready for the next phase to be shown. Shadows race fast underneath the beat, every pulse rising with electric heat. Bassline thunders through the darkened air, pulling me deeper like a forceful snare. Hi-hats fire like a racing spark, rises climb high as they split the dark. Tension loading in the shifting space, ready for the drop I'm about to face. Shadow line breaker pulling me through, crashing with the rhythm till the night turns blue, running with the force of a frantic sound, lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Where the beats rebound, lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Kick drum pounding like a coded strike, late synth twisting in a looping spike, patterns flicker in a neon storm, guiding every move as the shapes transform. Silence thins out in a trembling sweep, echoes stretch wide like they're diving deep. Then the bass slams back with a violent glow, breaking all the shadows in a single blow. Shadow line breaker pulling me through, crashing with the rhythm till the night turns blue, running with the force of a frantic sound, lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Lost inside the waves where the beats rebound. Echoes fade slow in a silver trace, shadows dissolve in the open space, still the pulse hums low within my chest, waiting for the night to rise and test.
inside the wave of the undertow. Chains riding on the rush with the burning glow, lost inside the wave of the distant dream. Yet the surge remains in a quiet hum, waiting for the next beat to come.
Bassline rumbles like a seismic hit. Lead synths tearing through the endless grid. Every movement pulling time apart, syncing with the speed of a restless heart.
Hi-hat spark in a fractured spin, pressure squeezing everything within. Rising tone stretched like a final gasp before the drop falls with the violent clasp.
Hyperline collapse, shaking the ground, breaking through the night with a raging sound. Running with the force of a loaded blaze, lost inside the storm of the neon haze. Kick drum fires in a ruthless strike. Patterns warp fast as they start to spike. Glitching voices cut with a static flare, ripping through the dark in a frantic snare.
Breakdown melts in a hollow drift, silence bending with a subtle shift. And the surge returns like a crashing tide, pulling all the chaos back inside.
Hyperline collapse, shaking the ground, breaking through the night with a raging sound. Running with the force of a loaded blaze, lost inside the storm of the neon haze. Dark waves soften into distant air. Echoes fade slow like they're stripped bare. Still the pulse awaits in a shadowed frame, ready for the next collapse. to reclaim.
Piercing tone, breaking through the noise like they stand alone. Snare snaps, slicing through the motion blur, dragging all the static into a stir. Breakdown whispers like a distant hum, tones collapse soft as the rhythm's numb. Then the riser strikes with a sudden blast, throwing me back into the flow so fast. Keeping me alive. Sparks fade gently in a fading light. Waves grow softer as they leave the night, but the voltage stays in a quiet stream, waiting for the beat to reignite the dream. Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive. Riding through the shock with a glow on fire, chasing every note that pulls me higher.
In a rising roar, every step guided by a rolling beat, pulling me forward with a surging heat.
Hi-hats scatter in a frantic chase, rhythms tighten in a glowing trace. Riser climbs up like a breaking tide, moments till the drop can't be denied. Echo reactor, bursting alive, sending every heartbeat into overdrive. Riding through the shock with a glowing fire, chasing every note that pulls me higher.
Kick drum drills with a piercing shock, patterns interlock like a turning lock. Vocal chops shimmer in a filtered haze, bouncing through the rush of the flashing rays.
Breakdown thins out into hollow air, stays beneath the glow, waiting for the burst to rise and grow.
Footsteps echo through the neon rain. Bass hits shaking every open vein. Lead notes flutter in a rising spin, pulling every heartbeat from within. Hi-hats scatter like a storming breeze. Rhythms twist tight with relentless ease. Tension boiling just beneath the line, just before the drop hits right on time. Night pulse drive, a guide in my rise, breaking through the rush with electrified ties, running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever dream. Fever dream. Kick drum stomps with the brutal pace, patterns distort in a shifting chase, vocals shatter in a glitching flow, cutting through the dark with the steady glow. Breakdown thins out in a lonely sweep, silence curls inward, slow and deep, then the surge returns like a roaring wave, dragging every moment I try to save. Night pulse drive, a guide in my eyes, breaking through the rush with electrified ties, running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever dream. Night pulse drive, a guide in my rise, breaking through the rush with electrified ties, running through the noise like a glowing stream, driven by the beat in a fever dream. Fever dream. Beats fade softly in a silver hue. Night air calms as the rhythm grew. Pulse remains low in an echoing line, waiting for the track to realign. For sonic burn shift. Bass erupts loud like a bursting flame. Lead synth spirals through the sonic frame. Every step lands with a trembling glow, pulling me faster as the rhythms grow. Lights blur quickly in a heated spin, shifting through the air, breaking every wall with a brutal flair, running through the fire of a restless night, carried by the beat in a blazing flight. Blazing flight. Sharp disregard. Breakdown crumbles in a fragile home. Wide space, breathe until the drop becomes. Then the blast returns with a rising roar, shaking all the ground of the crowded floor. Sonic burn shifting through the air, breaking every wall with a brutal flair, running through the fire of a restless night, carried by the beat in a blaze. Through the air, breaking every wall with a brutal flair, running through the fire of a restless night, carried by the beat in a blazing flight. Sparks fall slowly through the dim lit haze, echoes drift out in the fading phase. Burn stays hidden in a quiet spark, waiting for the groove to restart the dark.